We're live in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Live from the GME studio, it's Good Morning Entrepreneurs.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs.
Are you an entrepreneur who has felt like you were all alone on your business adventure? Well, you're in the right place.
You know, being an entrepreneur can be lonely and challenging at times, looking for people to bounce ideas off of and get feedback.
Welcome to Good Morning Entrepreneurs,
the show designed by entrepreneurs for entrepreneurs just like you.
Keep watching for your dose of entrepreneurial fun with the Roving Reporters and, of course, Kim and Carrie.
As we like to say around here, buckle up, Buttercup.
Good morning, entrepreneurs, and welcome to show number 94. Still can't believe that number. In case you haven't been here before, I am the Hot Mess Express. I will say that. I am Kim White. I am the founder and fierce leader of the My Sexy Business team and community. And I am fortunately joined by my beautiful co-host, who is the findability queen. If you don't know Denise, then your website's probably broken. Let me just say that. So Denise is helping entrepreneurs be findable online, which is the beginning of SEO. So let's just put all that out there right at the beginning, Denise, so that we can rip that Band-Aid off of what we're going to be talking about today. But welcome.
Good morning. It's so great to be here. I'm really honored. And you just used all my words, so I can't use any of them. But yeah, it's not broken. But anyway, I do think that we want to talk a little bit about the show, Kim, and make sure that we tell people why we're here and what they can expect. So, from my perspective, I want anybody who's already an entrepreneur and traveling down that path and that journey, as well as anyone who's thinking about taking the leap, to feel welcome here and to feel like they can find something to inspire them, to help them take action, to help move them forward in what they're doing. And we really, really try to cultivate things that are inspirational. So we want to encourage everyone to reach out to us with any questions you have or anything comments you have, because we'd really like to hear them.
Being an entrepreneur is no joke, y'all. That's what we're going to say. And we are here to be living proof. I love your explanation, Denise, because I was looking for GME like 42 years ago. Let me just say that.
Yes. I've been looking for it for the last 10. So yeah. Glad we finally got here. Well, 8. So I've been here for 2. So I think, though, we should talk about what our theme is today and head over to Entrepreneur Land.
Okay. So I think Entrepreneur Land is where you live when you are a entrepreneur. Like, we are business owners, and that is part of what we try to find topics that we get a lot of questions about. This one today is a funny one to me. It's disruptor versus distraction. That is our theme for today's show. But Denise, I am going to just share quickly about the difference so that everybody kind of understands. A disruptor can be a really good thing for us if we're overwhelmed or stuck. It can help us get unstuck or out of the overwhelm. A distraction is really what we all laugh about, unicorns and squirrels around here. It's like, oh, I'm in the middle of something, but let me look over here, so anyway, that's the theme for today. How do you feel about that?
Well, I can't say that I've figured out the two, because I suffer from both, or I benefit and suffer from both. So, it's a mixed bag for me, but I totally get it. It fits totally into my world right now. So I think it's going to be great.
I love it. Well, I will tell you, we are here to celebrate a lot of things, a lot of people, a lot of accomplishments. Let's just say that. We are not here to brag. And we want to make it very, very clear that we all started at 0. And if you want to see my fail list first before you see what I've been good at, it's long. So, let me know where you want the truck to drop off that list, because it is a huge list. And I think when we go into something that we're seeming like we're bragging, I just want to frame it right. We all started at 0. Some of us bumped our heads more than others, me. And this is the accomplishments that have happened in the last 3 years. And our very own Jillo, she's the one that brings them to light and tracks all of these things.
That's right. And for living proof of starting at 0, watch the first episode of this show that I was on, and I'm sure you will see how it all began. So let's head into the GME Chronicles that Jill has put together for us.
Thank you, Kim and team. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the GME Chronicles. My name is Jill Olish, and we have some updates to share today on January 31st, 2025. The GME Chronicles is a celebration of moving the needle in our businesses, and we want to share these numbers out loud to show this possible when we come together. Last week, there were 4 Pilates classes with Kat. Kat also held her Keep It Moving 11-minute fitness challenge, where participants collectively completed 36 workouts over 5 days. I hosted the Mama Outspoken Village Gathering. My Sexy Business held Kitchen to Kitchen, 2 training workshops, and rounds 29 and 30 of Fire Up Mastermind, and lastly, 2 sessions of Groundwork Brigade Mastermind. Congratulations to you, Kat, for your first challenge with Small Space Pilates, and to you, Adam, for the long-awaited announcement that your debut book is available for purchase. Kat posted 2 new blogs. My Sexy Business posted 1 new blog and went live with show number 93 of GME. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you never miss an upcoming show or clip. 6 new podcast episodes dropped last week. Go give them a listen. We had Mucked Up My Self-Care, Sisters in Service, 5 and 15th interviews, Leadership Series, Late Bloomer Living, Mama Outspoken, and Buckets and Boom Gates. On Clubhouse, Adam and Denise hosted the My Sexy Business Not Creepy Room on Wednesday, and on Thursday we held the 20th Walk and Talk in the Community. You can connect with the Roving Reporters through the GME directory. Head over to mysexybusiness.com/GME to find everyone there. Last week's number of 28 brings our grand total to 6,127 amazing things done collectively by this community in just 3 years. We look forward to more updates coming up next week. If you are ready to join in on the fun around here, you can find us coming up at Kitchen to Kitchen, learning more about batch cooking, meal prepping, and plant-based recipes. At Sticky Note Time Guided Weekend, which continues tomorrow as we walk the community through the Sticky Note Time process. At Showtime Mastermind, round 4 starts next week. And at the Each Agitators Club Gathering with Yvonne on Wednesday. And as always, you can join us in the Clubhouse audio app, at Groundwork Brigade Mastermind, at the Walk and Talk, and right here where you're watching now, GME. For more events and information on them, head over to mysexybusiness.com/events. Back to you in the GME studio.
Wow. Cheers. What a list of things that they've accomplished this week. It's crazy. We were leading up to 6,000. It seemed like it took forever to get to 6,000. Now we're over it. It's like, 6,100. It's happening so fast.
It's going fast. That's what I'm going to say. And I just want to brag on Jill, because Jill is up-leveling things in the Chronicles also for all of the community. And I think she's doing a fabulous job. So I want to give her a quick shout out of, we appreciate how much you do to get that put together every week, because it's not it's not really that easy to, I'm going to call it cat herd this whole community, because we are a bunch of, you know, I'm going to say hard-headed. No, not hard-headed. What can we say? We're determined. We're a determined community. That's how I'll say it. So sometimes catching everybody to get all their numbers can be a task in itself.
We're a little distractible, shall we say.
So we need to stop with the distractions and get this disruptor going. That's what we need to do, Denise.
Right.
Well, we want to give some shout outs today. We have some birthdays and we want to just put it out there. Our first shout out is to Kiara Vandergriff. Happy birthday, beautiful girl. And her birthday is the 31st of January, which happens to be the right day of the week for us to give her a shout out on time. Ooh. So we want to say happy birthday to you. We also want to say happy birthday to Angelo Adams Angelo. That's what I'm going to say. Adams Angelo Noto. There. Happy birthday, Angelo. Your birthday falls on the 3rd, which was too far for us to go till next week to wish you a happy birthday. We were trying to make up our mind if we had enough time to do something extra. So here's your extra. We love you. We thank you for supporting GME, and we thank you for supporting Adam, because I don't know what we would do without Adam.
Absolutely.
So, there you go. Happy birthday. We have one more birthday shout out and a video, because our very own Linda Bonnie's birthday is the 6th of February. So we might have a little something in store for that.
Somethings.
Happy birthday, Linda Bonnie. We love you, and we're very excited to celebrate you here.
Oh, it's so wonderful. She's so sweet. I'm really excited. I love people's birthdays. I love those videos, actually. So. But Kim, I think it might be time to head over to one of our sponsors, which is the Military Minute, sponsored by Sisters in Service Podcast.
You have a phrase, Kat, that I love, which is keep it moving. What does that mean, and where did it come from?
That's a military word. That's a military. Keep it moving. Bring up the rear. Keep it moving is just, if you stand still too long, something's going to happen. So in the military, they say keep it moving, because if you stand still, you could get hurt. You always want to know your surroundings. So when you keep moving, you're always constantly scanning and looking. And I think that keep it moving is, especially in business, is understanding where you are and understanding where you want to go and seeing that vision so that you can keep it moving. If you don't have a vision of what it looks like, then how are you going to know when you're there? So you have to understand that maybe it's not right now. I want to go here. I want to do this. You're like, okay, that's my vision. That's where I'm shooting for, is to get to that point. And then by the time you get to that point, you have another vision of where you want to go. And I think that's how you build tenacity, but I think that's also how you build your business. It's keep it moving.
I love that one so much. I love
Yeah.
Kat.
You guys don't enjoy yourselves at all when you're together. No.
So that was a clip from an interview I did with Kat, and I think we giggled more than we worked. Let me just say that. You are right, Denise. We're guilty as charged. But Kat I want to give a quick little extra shout out because Kat just finished her Keep It Moving 11-minute fitness challenge. And I am giggling at the fact that this was recorded long before the challenge even was birthed. And the Keep It Moving is absolutely Kat's. You know, if I hear that anywhere, I try to see if it's Kat. Like
Well, and usually her laugh is coming right after it too. So it's very memorable for sure.
Exactly. Well, one of the things that I want to just interject really quickly with the disruptors versus distractions is Jill and I just did episode, and I might get it wrong, but I think it was 89 of the Buckets and Boom Gates podcast. And we want to give a little bit of, I guess, clarity. We were having mastermind conversations. We were having conversations about our process called Sticky Note Time. We were having conversations. And we got into a conversation that even surprised us with some of the things that we had some light bulb moments for us talking about disruptors. So that episode is actually full of information about what a disruptor is and what it can do for you to get unstuck or, out of overwhelm. So I just want to put a little plug in there. If you are stuck in any way, if you're overwhelmed in any way, go to Buckets and Boom Gates podcast. It's on all the podcatchers and check out that conversation because we were giggling about, that was very clear this time. We say things all the time that maybe are not quite clear enough. And I think in this episode, we got very clear about the disruptors that we use to actually keep the overwhelm and stay unstuck.
Yeah. Well, I think it's magic sometimes when you get into spaces where you're allowed to be thoughtful and contemplate these bigger ideas as opposed to the tasky things that we all get caught up in. When we find a space where you can actually do that, it's amazing what comes out. Really, I'm being sincere.
We were amazed.
You're amazing.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. And yes, Buckets and Boom Gates, put it on your list. It's worth a listen. And I have like 2 or 3 episodes to catch up on. Our next roving reporter is our fabulous Donna Bender. She is our surprise and delight marketing specialist, and she's bringing some behind the scenes from the biggest Las Vegas show that she was just at, the Products Trade Show. So let's move over to her segment.
Donna Bender is a master givologist, branding product strategist, corporate marketing trainer, published author, host of The Big Show and Tell, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Hi, this is Donna Bender coming to you today as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. Today's Surprise and Delight marketing segment is on my official first day of the trade show. So this is the end of day 2 at the show. A few more things to do and then I head back to the airport in Dallas. It was a whirlwind of a trip, a good one, and I can't wait to share it all with you. Bye for now.
She's amazing. Just amazing.
And I'm going to pull an audible real quick, Denise.
Please.
I know y'all are shocked. But here's the thing I want everybody to know is Donna does the big show and tell every month, the last Tuesday at 1 p.m. Central Time. So check your calendar, put it on your calendar as repeating because she does such a good job of it. But she shared so many things from this Las Vegas trip on this one that she just got back for. It just aired this week on Tuesday. So she has so many ideas. She has so many words of wisdom. This was probably one of the best ones she's ever done. It was so good. And I just want to give a quick, y'all don't laugh and don't make fun. I'm going to head over here. I want you all to see this because I am actually, this video tells all about the channel. Her channel is at Donna Bender Giving, and this is a new channel, so just know that. But she is doing so many fun things. She's got all kinds of, videos and shorts and things. But if you go to the live tab and you go to this right here, you can even see in the preview that's going on how many things that she's showing, and she's got a vendor spotlight, so she's sharing something. And Donna, don't be mad. Let me say that. Don't be mad at me for saying this, but if you head over there, you will even see some really impressive things that are co-branded with Puma. So if you've ever had the athletic brand of Puma, that's a great brand. Anyway, she's just rocking and rolling on sharing how to use branded products and how to give the right kind of gifts to show appreciation, all of those things.
And it's funny that now I've been in Donna's sphere for a while now. As I was watching her video today, I was like, oh, look at all those co-branding opportunities with all those name brand products that are showing up in her video. And it's like, you hear all these things and I'm like, I want that little robot astronaut because I think that would be really cool. So I'm shopping while I'm watching.
You and me both, because I want that little dancing thing too. Like that's a fun. I have one that she gave me probably 2 or 3 years ago that I still play with all the time because it's just so fun. That's what we do our dance breaks with.
Yeah, I have a little toy that Donna gave me because I was always moving around in my little hands and stuff. And so she gave me this little robot guy to keep me from fidgeting.
I love it. Love it. Love it. Well, speaking of keeping you from fidgeting, ma'am, I think we should go to the next segment, which I will just preface this with. Denise Millet is behind us setting records with our website. She is behind Adam hitting 1.5 million visitors in less than 2 years. She is behind this community having all kinds of added analytics. I'm going to say that so that we actually know what kind of numbers we're getting, and that's thanks to you. So I want to just preface this segment with, if you own a business and you don't have a website, come on, y'all need one. Let me say that. If you own a business and you are not getting contacted through your website because you are not being found in the search engines and you feel like you have to spend $1 bazillion on SEO, we have a news flash for you. Denise Millet is the answer. Denise helps everyone be more findable online, and I want to go into her segment, but you just buckle up, Denise Millet, because I have some things to say about you today.
Can't wait.
Denise Millet is the findability queen, search marketing consultant, technology simplifier, host of the virtual scavenger hunt, published author, summit leader, and GME roving reporter. So when you're creating content, should you create content for the reader or visitor who's coming to your website, or should you create it for the search engines?
Oh, always for the reader, always for humans. We always create content for humans. We do not create it for search engines. We format it for search engines. We do think about our themes and our keywords because we have to connect to our searching clients that are using search. So we're trying to figure out what it is they're looking for. So we tailor our language to speak to what they're speaking to. But we really don't want to create content just for search engines because it's kind of a losing game. They change so often. We don't know all the back details behind all the formulas. So it's like you're chasing your tail all the time. So if you dive too deep into tactics and things that you think just to rank better, it's like a no-win situation. Like you're never going to know whether it's the right or the wrong thing.
So I'm on another screen. Let's just be honest. Trying to grab something because I've seen this clip, obviously, but I'm just gonna tell a few things, and you're just gonna have to sit there and smile. Let me just say that. First off, Denise Millet has an amazing book called Be Findable. If they can't find you, they can't do business with you. So if you are looking to be found for someone to pay you to do a job, a service, buy a product, you need to listen up. Let me just say that. The other thing is I'm going to go, and I'm going rogue again, y'all, and just bear with me because I couldn't find what I wanted in that short a time. So I'm just going to share this. Denise Millet, you've got all of these amazing shorts that are answering questions, and I'm going through them so that you can be uncomfortable if you need to. But let me say this. If you go to Denise's channel, so did my screen switch to the front page, Denise?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So this is Denise's channel. If you see the crown and you see that beautiful face, you know you're at the right place. It is at Findability Queen. She will help you with all kinds of questions. I want you guys to see all of this because when you're thinking, oh yeah, somebody's doing something, that is true. Like a lot of people put stuff out there, but Denise is the reason behind all of us doing well with our websites. So SEO is something that a lot of people talk about, but Denise shows you how to actually accomplish the SEO things, the things that you need to do to start with, because as Denise says, you can't optimize what you don't have. So if you are not findable, you need to start there. So Denise, you can balk at me now, but I was going to get through all of that before you got
How
me.
can I balk? I mean, I appreciate it so much. And yes, you can embarrass me all you want because everything you said was true about, how much people need this. And it really pains me to have people spend so much of their resources and their time creating content and then not getting the benefits that search engines can bring their business. So thank you for the extra words. I really appreciate it.
You are very welcome. I'm going to give one more I'm going to call it a piece of advice. We don't give much advice on here, but I am going to give this. If you have a podcast, if you have a book, if you have a business, if you have any of the things that you need someone to be able to search engine you, we all know the G word, so we're going to be careful about what we're saying, but what you use to search matters. And I'm just going to put it out there. If you are not being found, connect with Denise. Go to her channel. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. You won't collect $200 if you're not being found. Let's be real.
Absolutely.
So, there you go.
You're too kind.
Denise is like, please just stop, please. Okay, Miss Findability Queen, I am gonna take a second and say, You are tuning in to Good Morning Entrepreneurs, and we are so glad you're here with us today for show number 94. Today's theme is disruptor versus distraction. And I want to do one more thing that I'm going to have to pull up. Let me just say that I don't have it pulled up. So I'm going to mysexybusiness.com so that I can pull up the GME directory. I feel like this is something that most people have, like, they understand where to go and all of that stuff. But for anyone who doesn't understand what's out there with this crew, if you go to this homepage of mysexybusiness.com and you go to GME, which is what you're watching right now, and I need to know if the page changed.
Yes, it did.
Okay. Thank you, because I wasn't sure. So here you can go, you can watch past shows, you can see all the little sweet faces waving, but this red button right here is where I really want you to go. This red button takes you to the directory for all of the Roving Reporters. All the Roving Reporters are amazing humans. They're all part of this community, and we stand by them. We believe in them. So go to that red button, get your directory, connect with them, and be proactive about it. Even if you're an introvert like I am, which I realize sometimes people don't believe that, but it's true. Go and connect with everyone. They all have something to offer you. And I'm not talking about just to sell you. I'm
Right.
talking about connecting with them and building relationships. So there you go. There's my little spiel, and we can
And the other, real quick, the other aspect is we are all open to conversations about this community. We really do things differently. We have ways that we truly believe in it and we live it, and we'd love to talk about it with you. So if you have any questions, you're not quite sure, reach out to any one of us and the conversation will be ready and waiting for you.
might be the best disruptor you've ever had and not a distraction. Woo, look at that.
Look at that. Roll that together, segue queen. Okay, so let's talk about what our question of the week is, Kim. You ready?
I am ready.
How do you focus when you get stuck?
Whew, you don't. Like, let's just be honest. If you are stuck and you are struggling, it's hard to focus. So this is actually where the theme of the show came into play when we see question is a perfect theme for the show. Using a
Right.
disruptor to get unstuck so that you can go back to focusing is very important. So I'll give a quick example of something for my own self. When I get stuck on something, I will walk away. A lot of times I will, do a dance break, and it might not be pretty, y'all. Y'all don't judge. It might not be pretty when I do it, but it changes my mind. It changes my physical. It gets the blood pumping. It's, because we all sit too long in front of these screens, just to be honest. So a dance break or a walking around the neighborhood or going to the park for a few minutes, those are disruptors that can actually change what you accomplish in a day or a week or your lifetime. Because if you don't learn to use something when you're getting stuck, you can't focus. So I feel like that's the distraction part, is focus is gone when you have all the distractions because you're having a hard time focusing.
And I guess I would say one of the things that I struggle with myself, I'll be totally honest, we are honest here, is going from I'm distracted, I can't focus, into something that is a natural distractor, like scrolling on YouTube or looking at social media or reading my email, because none of that helps you refocus. It just gives you more distractions. So I find change of setting, I would say, is probably the key for me. So it's whether it's even just standing up and going to have a cup of coffee or getting a bottle of water or whatever it is, the change of setting and change of what I was doing is probably what's best, I think. So, or what works the best.
Change of scenery.
Yes.
I love it. Well, let's head to our next change of scenery, who has the best laugh on the planet, we must say. But let's head over to the health and wellness for entrepreneurs segment. Kat Corchado is a proud military veteran, health and wellness professional, founder of Small Space Pilates, movement specialist for injury, illness, and cancer recovery, podcast host, published author, and GME roving reporter.
What would be your top 3 reasons somebody should take Pilates to help them with their fitness goals?
One, if they're recovering from an injury, or maybe they're having a back issue, or they just want to get better at a sport. What people don't understand is Pilates can help everything you do and make you do it better without you even realizing you're doing it. It's important for people to understand that Pilates is something that affects not only your mind, but also your body. So when people ask me the difference between yoga and Pilates, I say yoga is one where you can let your mind go and your body moves. Pilates, you use your mind to move your body. It's a very common question that I get all the time. People think that their brain and their body are 2 different entities, but you have to think of the muscle you want to control by thinking it here so that you can actually feel it working.
Okay.
I'm blown away.
Well, I was going to say she's getting down and dirty is what I'm going to call it, because she's making us understand things that we've needed to understand the difference and why we do one or the other any given day. So Kat just finished, and Denise, you and I participated, which when you think of 11 minutes, Kat just did the Keep It Moving 11-minute fitness challenge. And when you think of 11 minutes, you think, that's no big deal. You want to share your opinion of how amazing that challenge was?
I think it was so eye-opening because just doing, things we hear about, the whole repetitions and timing and cool down and all those things, she wrapped it all in there. 9 exercises, 40 seconds each, and then 30 seconds cool down, and then stretch and everything, and every muscle got worked. And I went to bed and I was like, wow, I can feel that. Oh, feel that too. Feel that. Okay. So by the end of the week, it was like, oh, this is really possible in 11 minutes a day. So I'm a convert.
I love it. Well, I cheated a little. Let me just say this. And I started the 11-minute challenge about 3 months ago. And the only thing I did was add 11 minutes a day to what I already did. I didn't do a lot more, but I did make sure I was walking or moving or doing something for 11 extra minutes a day. And I am happy to say, just doing that for the last, I guess it's been 3 months total. Even going through the holidays, I have lost 15 pounds just adding 11 minutes a day in that short time. And I think that's a testament to Kat's brilliance, because Kat can help you with all kinds of things. She's certified to help cancer patients. She's certified. She's certified in everything that has any movement in it. Let's just say that.
But, so close to that, but I get the point. She really tailors things to you too. I think one of the gifts that she has is she meets us all where we are and helps us move forward.
Absolutely. She believes that everybody has a right to feel good in their body, which I love when she says that. But I'm going rogue again, y'all. I know you're shocked, but I'm going to share something again, because I feel like, I want everybody to have the advantage that we have. And that advantage is we have Kat in our corner. Like, Kat is the reason that I am doing so well physically. And this is Kat's website. It's smallspacepilates.com. And if you scroll down through here, you can find out all kinds of information. But I want to just point to something really quick. Kat has a video on the front page where she she talks you through the things that she offers and that. But Kat is so generous. Not only does she podcast weekly so that you get veteran inspired and health inspired things, she also has the Yacht Club. And the Yacht Club is, I'm going to call that her baby, because she is serious about it, and she gives away a week of training with her to anyone who asks and goes to the website and like signs up. So if you are, so if you've done oh man, I'm gonna get spicy. Y'all just forgive me out loud. We can see in the green room and they're shaking their head, but I'm doing it anyway. So here's the thing about New Year's resolutions, because we just started the new year. All of y'all who said you were going to work out, I'm just going to poke the bear. Y'all aren't working out most likely. The drop-off rate is like 90%, I think, of everybody who says they're going to do that at the beginning of the year. By the end of January, that doesn't happen. So I'm going to challenge you to get serious about your health so that all this business building that you're doing, you have a life to enjoy it with. And like connect with Kat, because Kat can really change your life, whether you're an entrepreneur or not. But I will tell you, entrepreneurially, she has helped so much with how much screen time we really do. We do a lot of work.
We do. We work. And she helps us make sure we don't break our bodies doing it. So
exactly.
Right? So, Kim, I think we should go over to one of our other wonderful entrepreneurs, Miss Yvonne Marchese, where she's talking about playful entrepreneurship and entrepreneurship later in life.
Yvonne Marchese is the president of the Age Agitators Club, creator of the Aging Playfully Play Shop, podcast host, published author, branding photographer, summit leader, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. This is Yvonne Marchese coming to you as a roving reporter for Good Morning Entrepreneurs. I'm your resident age agitator, here to talk about later in life entrepreneurship. Let's explore the role of playfulness in entrepreneurship. Play isn't just for kids. It's a powerful tool for sparking creativity, problem solving, and stress relief. Let's take Richard Branson, the founder of the Virgin Group, as an example. He's well known for his adventurous spirit and love of fun, and he knows that happy employees translates into happy customers. And he puts his money where his mouth is when it comes to company culture. One of his companies even created a people squad. The squad is a team of people entirely dedicated to bringing colleagues together just for fun. And that includes coffees with their CEO, bring your kids to work days, karaoke sessions, team thank you events, even going so far as to celebrate their delivery drivers. Playfulness can help you think outside the box and take risks with an open mind. It also builds resilience. When you approach challenges with a playful attitude, things seem a little less daunting. So if you're launching or growing a business, don't underestimate the power of play. Get up from your desk every now and again for a dance break. Because when work feels like play, innovation often follows. That's all for now. Back to you in the studio.
Wow, love that.
And that's the disruptor.
Yes. Support the dance break. One vote for dance breaks. I love that.
I was going to say you should see the green room right now, y'all.
They're all dancing. If only we could have music all the time playing in StreamYard. Anyway.
I know, right?
Yvonne is amazing. She has, I said this morning when I was with her, you hear her smile in her voice when she's talking, even when you're not seeing her face. So she's just a joyful person. And she has a podcast called Late Bloomer Living Podcast, which is inspirational and fun. And she inhabits other spaces. And she also has a club for us women to gather together and talk about what it means to be playful and how to make sure that we look at aging in a positive way and have the best out of our lives. Right.
She is the official president of the Age Agitators Club.
That's right. And the next Age Agitators Club meeting is actually February 5th at 3 p.m. Central Time. So head over to latebloomerliving.com if you're interested about information, or reach out to Yvonne, and I'm sure she'd, love to talk to you about it.
Thank you, Yvonne, for what all playfulness you have brought into our lives. Let's just say that. And one of the playful green room, how do I say this? One of the ones in the green room that is very playful, who is dancing pretty hardcore, I will say. We need to go to her segment, which is Mama Entrepreneurs. Jill Olish is the ambassador of moms, founder and leader of the Mama Outspoken Village, published author, podcast host, executive team leader of My Sexy Business, host of the Vision Board Party, associate producer, and GME Roving Reporter.
Thanks, Kim. What is something new that you should try? Moms, entrepreneurs, you listening? I think it's go to the library. It is Take Your Child to the Library Day on February 1st. And what better way to spend your time there with them and some self-care, especially if your library has a children's area, or even just you be the child for the day and you go to the library and explore. For me, I like to go there every once in a while as myself to set up my shop and get to work. I will do some meetings there if I can find a quiet, isolated space, or just get a lot of work done, maybe some reading too. But most times I am accompanied by my child, and at the age that he's at now in toddlerhood, he can go off and play while I sit and relax and either work on journaling or reading, or sometimes I have to bring an email to write. But it might be something new to try, and that would be my suggestion for bring your child to the library day on February 1st. If you have the chance to celebrate it, I hope you do. Back to you in the GM.
I love it. So let's just talk real quick about the theme of the show. It's, disruptors versus distractions. Jill talking about going to the library and trying that. That's a great disruptor if you're working at home and you need a disruptor to get your mind thinking in a different way. Changing to the library could be what you're looking for to get unstuck. Don't underestimate the power of these little changes. And Jill is a great example of that. She's even dancing in the library, y'all. I just want to say that. And if you need someone in your life, which I think we all do, who is great support and great at bringing people together. We just did our vision board party the beginning of this week, and she did such a good job of bringing everybody together to do it in the community. But I want to talk really quickly about just all the things that Jill is doing to pull things together. And one of those things is her podcast. So she and Bobby, that is her husband, have gotten very real, and I'm going to say very raw, about all the experiences they had going through a traumatic birth, through the pandemic, let's say that too, all of the things that she needed support with as a new mom, and all the things she still is learning along the way. She's still on her healing. She called it a healing journey, and I think that just needs to be part of what you understand. This podcast can help in so many ways because they're both there. They're both part of the podcast. They're sharing real conversations, and it's not always pretty, y'all. Let me say that. Jillo is always pretty, but the conversations can be not so pretty. So I think you need to know, if you want some support in your own journey of being a mom or going through some things, because I think we all have gone through different experiences with it. Jill is such a great support. So Mama Outspoken podcast, I would highly recommend you go and listen, but you also subscribe. She's got quite a following, and she is going to be rocking this podcast in 2025. And y'all really don't want to miss out. I'll just say that. You might be surprised how impactful it is for you.
And all of us moms could have used a Jill when we were going through our early baby years, and even now. It helps you reflect on it and look at it differently.
We say this all the time. We needed the kind of support that Jill gives now to all the moms. We needed it back then. So
Yes.
Jill, thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for using your influence, and thank you for being vulnerable, because that's actually the major influence she has, is she shares. She's raw about it. So love you, Jillo, and thank you. So Denise Millet, this is the spot for our commercial, and I'm just loving the fact that I did not answer this question for the agenda, because I might have something up my sleeve. And I don't even have on great sleevage today, so let me say that. So anyone who has been hearing us talk about this fine book that's been on my bookshelf, I've been privy. Let me just say, I've been very privy. I've had the first iterations that were getting edited. This has been here intentionally. I want you guys to know that Adam Rothenberg, the interview king himself, his book is out in the ethers. It has come to life. And if you go look at his socials, you'll see how scary that can look with coming to life. And anyway, sorry, he has a fun video out there. But Adam's book is available on Amazon. You can get an autographed copy by him. But Denise, you and I have watched Adam go through this process meticulously, diligently, making sure everything is right and all the things are done. Over 1,000 pictures, graphics, like things that Adam has put into this. I'm going to call it a work of art. It is a book, but it is such a telling of how hard it can be to interview celebrities. It has a lot of tells on him. And I love that he's been very honest about it. But he shares about like a couple dozen, I think it is, celebrities in this first book. And I think everybody should have it. Entertainment wise, I think they should have it, because he can teach everyone how to be a better human. So that's our Adam Rothenberg for you. But it's Behind the Curtain is the first part of it. And this is where I have to stop and say, okay, either Adam, you have to tell me what it is, or Denise, you have to remember, because I can't read backwards.
Well, maybe if we play his segment of Entrepreneurs and Entertainment, then maybe we could show it afterwards.
What, Denise?
You think?
I think that would be great.
Here you go.
Adam Rothenberg is the interview king, media personality, creator of the Call Me Adam entertainment platform, published author, podcast host, red carpet correspondent, associate producer, and GME roving reporter.
Thanks, Kim. It's Adam, and I'm back in the closet for this edition of Entrepreneurs and Entertainment. Pop icon Debbie Gibson is someone who has inspired my entrepreneurial journey, because recently she told a story during her Winterlicious concert that just a few weeks prior to the show that I was at, she actually got sick right before she was about to take the stage. As in, she was in her dressing room and knew she just couldn't perform. Instead of pushing through and risking having to cancel her whole tour, she decided to cancel that one show. And for as disappointed as her fans were, they still showed up for her and applauded her for taking care of herself and putting her health first. That message of resting and recuperating and getting rejuvenated speaks volumes to me as an entrepreneur, because it goes to show how important it is to listen to your body. So as this new year begins, I hope you will recognize your limits. And if you are feeling run down, Take the time you need to rest and recuperate, and don't risk having to cancel a whole tour when you only maybe need to cancel 1 or 2 dates so you can get better. Thank you, Debbie Gibson, for this great reminder. And that is today's Entrepreneurs and Entertainment segment. It's back to you in the GME studio.
So, Denise, we're going to dish a little.
Oh.
So, I might have gotten in my inbox a special edition of Adam's Call Me Adam Digest. I just want to
Me
point
too.
that out. Anyone who's on his list got this special update about the interview he just did with Debbie Gibson. And I can't tell too much or I'll be in trouble with the interview king. But if you're not already a subscriber, go to callmeadam.com. That's his entertainment platform. Sign up for the digest and learn. You'll be the first to know about what went on with him and Debbie Gibson. So
Inside scoops.
Gonna put that out there, but I also am gonna go back because you can't stop me now. That's what I'm gonna say. Can't stop me now. The book is amazing and it is on Amazon. It is called Behind the Curtain: The Mistakes, Lessons Learned, and Triumphs of Interviewing Celebrities. Adam truly dishes on what he does, and with over 16 years and over 2,000 interviews, Denise Millet, and over 1.5 million visitors in the last short period of time, that is our Adam.
That
So
is our Adam.
go and get the book. Let me just say that. Oh, there we go. I was trying to do it. Go and get it on Amazon. And if you want to be like us, one of the cool kids, and get an autographed copy, go to callmeadam.com because you'll see where to sign up for that too. So I'm calling an audible. I know you all are so surprised, but this was one of the reasons I was trying to avoid the question of Princess Speak. So if you will play the segment and come to the stage, I'll have something to address you all with quickly. So this one is close to the end, and I'll just say we are dedicating Princess Speak to the new edition of Adam Rothenberg's Behind the Curtains book. This is to you, Adam, because there were a lot of distractions along this path, but we continue to give you disruptors to help you get across the finish line. And I feel like this represents so many things in your life that you were diligent and meticulous with. So anyone watching, go and get the book first and foremost. Callmeadam.com, entertainment platform. Interview king himself, Adam Rothenberg. But let me just speak to you, watcher, really quick. There are so many things that are hard in our businesses and our lives that don't make it harder than it has to be. If you need to use a disruptor to change the outcome of your overwhelm and your stuck feeling, Adam could have got stuck so many places in this process. He could have stayed there and you would never have the opportunity to see all the behind the curtain things that he shares. I feel like that is something huge to just say out loud. He's living proof of not letting distractions take you off course and keeping on point to the finish line. So Adam, first and foremost, congratulations. And we love you. And I will just say out loud, we love y'all watching, and we'll see you next week. Love y'all. Join us next Friday at 7 a.m. Central.
This is the team signing off for Good Morning Entrepreneurs.